If you go back and watch his last fight, very dominant performance. There's no doubt about it. Beautiful triangle. All of that stuff being said, he went from the top position to the bottom position in that transition of trying to finish the triangle. And I said this earlier, we're not giving up. If you're at the top level of fighting, you are not giving up the top position for submission attempts. Mackenzie Dern put herself on top. Attack the armbar, ends up on bottom. Mackenzie Dern puts herself on top. Attacks the triangle, puts herself on bottom. Like all these things, like this against top level competition, which Dern found out against Jan, is that you don't want to end up losing your top position to chase a submission. Bo Nickal still, like, he's talented. There's no doubt about it. He's a huge signing. Absolutely. Now, in terms of being the biggest signing in history, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, but Paddy Pimblett's a bigger signing than him. Aaron Peak, what's it called? Conor McGregor, a bigger signing than him. It's just been proven that they move the needle a lot. I think they're going to, now, I don't know if they'll continue to move the needle, and Bo Nickal may catch them and move the needle as well. But look at what these guys did when they first came in. They're moving the needle. They were moving the needle before they even came in. Bo is doing the same thing. He's on the right track. But I don't see it. I don't see him being a bigger signing than a Conor McGregor, or he may end up being a bigger one than Paddy Pimblett, but not right now. I don't think right now. He may prove me wrong later on down the line. I believe that he has a full package. He's got the wrestling. There's no doubt about that. He obviously possesses power. I want to remind people that he's probably strong as fuck because he's a fucking redhead ninja. Okay, so that's another thing. Seems like he's strong as hell. He's learning the submission.
Does this fall into your theory where, Conor and Paddy have whole countries behind them, but in the US you tend not to have that whole kind of like thing of like people backing?
Yeah, it does. It does a little bit. It does, but then on top of it as well, I'm not going to sidestep, but I'm going to bring this in. The reason why he's considered to be one of the biggest signings is because he's got a huge community behind him. Maybe not the U.S., maybe not the whole country of the U.S., but he's got a huge wrestling community behind him. And you've seen that already. Guys like DC, guys like Henry Cejudo, guys like Aaron Pico, guys that have come up wrestling, they're going to support their own, man. They are going to ride and die with this dude. Of course they're going to say, this guy's better than Khamzat. This guy can out-wrestle Khamzat, which I think he can also. But that's what they're going to do. They're going to continue to back this guy. They like him. They don't care. Even if they didn't like him as a person, they would still back him. That's what wrestlers do, man. It's like that they're going to do that. They're going to stick up for their alumni, man. And that's exactly what they're going to continue to do. Jamie Pickett's going to be a fun fight for him. We're going to see how he handles the speed. We're going to see how he handles someone who can be crafty on the feet. But Jamie Pickett doesn't offer anything on the ground or in the wrestling category that Bo Nickal can't deliver. So I think this fight's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a quick finish, but I think that Bo Nickal is going to get to the top position and do some work. So I can't say it's going to be a quick finish, but I think we're going to see a lot more than 18 seconds or 54 seconds or whatever it is. We're going to see a lot more than that. But it's just, I think Khamzat needs to make the weight if he's going to stay at 70. UFC is not going to put Bo Nickal and Khamzat together. Absolutely not. And it won't happen probably for a while. And Bo Nickal is going to be at 85 anyways if Khamzat stays at 70. Khamzat, if the only fight that makes sense for him at 170 is Colby Covington. Absolutely. You cannot give him a title shot off the fact that he missed weight by 8.5 pounds. You cannot do that. He has to fight somebody there. Colby Covington makes sense. Bo Nickal is a huge signing, absolutely, but he's not a bigger signing than guys from the past, whether it's Conor McGregor, whether it's Paddy Pimblett. I'm sure there's other ones out there that I'm thinking of, but he's not a bigger signing than them. Not yet. He may prove to be.
I think that's like important to qualify because I think just for the sake of any backlash in the comments, it's important to qualify. You think that he could overtake like Conor, or do you think he can't overtake Conor, but he can overtake Paddy? Like
he won't
put
overtake
him somewhere
Conor.
in the middle there.
He won't overtake Conor. It's not. It has nothing to do with. It just has to do with the. Conor hit a different level when he fought Floyd Mayweather, and we're not going to see that again. It was an opportunity that was presented, and the UFC ran with it. I don't think the UFC is eager to do those type of deals anymore with anybody.
Is this guy like a George St. Pierre type star, where he's a big star inside of MMA only?
I actually really believe no, not inside just MMA only. I think he'll end up being. He's obviously a huge star in wrestling. He'll be a huge star in MMA. I don't know if he'll continue to be a huge star outside of that. I don't know. Like, you've got Conor now doing, movies. You've got Conor now doing, whatever else is his, whiskey and stuff like that. Now, Bo may jump into those type of things, but I don't see the star power translate. Now, Bo to me is somebody that, he can be. I think he'll end up being more likable than Conor McGregor. You're going to be hard pressed to be more likable than GSP. I don't think I've ever met a human being more likable than GSP. That's not like somebody that I'm really close with. Now it's Bo Nickal is somebody though that he's going to demand respect. He's going to command the respect, and he's going to go out there and earn it. And he's a hard-working young man who. He's done so much in the wrestling world, and I think he's going to continue to do more in the MMA world. Now, whether he catches on or not, who knows? But every fucking redhead in this world needs to stand up and say, "Hey, you're fucking representing us." Go to mybookie.ag, use that promo code WAYNEIN, and they'll give you additional spending cash with your first initial deposit.